Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I am so happy to finally be back here to film a tutorial for you guys. It has been over a week and a half that I have uploaded a video. You guys are probably thinking like, what, you just uploaded a video yesterday, which I think is what I'm gonna do. But to sit down and actually talk with you guys, it's been over a week and a half that I've uploaded a tutorial and edited and everything like that. If you were aware, if you did or didn't know, I have been gone for a week and a half. I was in the hospital last week for 2 days, which was not fun. Long story short, I had to go to the emergency room because I had a cyst, an ovarian cyst that ruptured, and it caused a tremendous amount of pain. And when it ruptured, it caused blood to go around my organs, and it was extremely painful. Came home on Wednesday night and I'm just so happy to be home. And then I just have been relaxing. I've been kind of uncomfortable the last couple of days. My stomach still wasn't right. Today was kind of the very first day where my stomach actually feels pretty good, but on the flip side, I have a really bad headache. So I just feel like I can't win. I just cannot win. But I am so happy to be home. I gave myself a mindset to sit down and film for you guys today because I have not filmed in so long and I really wanted to get back to it. And sitting here right now, finished filming and everything like that, I am so happy to be back. You guys have no idea. I just quickly want to say thank you guys so much. It meant so much to me. I know that when I posted a thing of me going to the hospital, I got so many messages and it took me a day or two to get back to everybody. So thank you guys for your patience, but thank you more than anything for reaching out to me and caring and asking if I was okay. It truly meant the world to me. So I really can't thank you guys enough. Again, I'm so happy to be home. I hope and pray that that never happens again because I can't even begin to tell you how painful it was. But yes, I am so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be filming. I'm going to be filming a lot of videos for you guys from here to the end of December. It's the holiday season, so there's so many looks I have in mind, so many looks I want to film for you guys. So get ready, get excited, because I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I wore this tutorial a couple weeks ago on Instagram and a lot of you loved it. So I decided to start off getting back into the swing of things by doing this look first. So I hope you love it, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you and thank you so much. Bye guys.
Alright guys, it's been one hell of a week, so I'm so excited to go ahead and finally put on some makeup. So first and foremost, I'm going to start off with my eyes. I'm going to prime them using my Urban Decay Potion Primer in Original, applying it to the eyes, and then blending it out with my finger. For today's palette, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette, and first I'm going to take this shade. This is like a creamy white shade, and this is going to be our brow bone highlight. I'm taking my firm shader brush, my E57 by Sigma, and I'm first going to take that shade and press it right underneath my brow, and then going in with the excess product, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it down into the rest of my eye look. After that, I'm then going to go in with my Sigma tapered blending brush. This is my E40, and I'm going to go in with this orangey, really nice peachy shade, and this is going to be our transition shade. So going back and forth into the crease, starting in the outer corner, bringing it all the way to the inner corner as always, blending it in windshield wiper motions and circular motions. Then taking this nice light brown shade, I'm taking my Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm going to just start to kind of build up the colors. When it comes to smoky eye looks, I always like to go light, and then go darker and darker. So just taking this really nice light shade and putting it into the crease, again going outer corner to inner corner, and then going back with my blending brush and blend it all out. Then I'm going to go in with Scotch tape, put it on the back of my hand to get off the stickiness, and line it up with my lower lash line. And then mixing these two browns in the palette, I'm going to take my same E25 blending brush that I've used the whole time and really kind of focus this in the outer corner, the outer V of my eye. And then I'm also going to blend it into my crease. This is going to actually also help later on with blending out the black, so I do like to put a good amount into the crease and then going back in with my big fluffy brush as always, making sure that everything is nice and blended. Then I'm going to take this shadow by Anastasia. This is in the shade Blush. They don't sell this palette anymore. This is a Tamana palette, but they do sell these singly. I did look, I wanted to make sure they still had this color, and they do. So I am going to take that same E57 brush that I used to do my brow bone highlight and just apply that blush color all over my lid, kind of mainly in the inner half of my lid. Then for that pop of color, I'm going to go in with my Makeup Geek palette. This is the foiled eyeshadow in the shade Houdini. I love this shadow. It's definitely one of my favorites, especially putting it all over the lid. It's so gorgeous. But going back in with that same brush I've used this whole time, I'm just going to go ahead and apply this first very lightly between the blush shade and the browns in my outer corner, and then I'm just going to build up the color. You can go as much as you want, as little as you want, whatever you would like to do, and these two are going to kind of transition into each other and give that really nice pop of color to the look. Then going in with this domed brush, this is the E34 by Sigma. I thought this would be perfect to go ahead and apply the black color to the outer corner. So I'm mainly focusing this in the outer V. As you see, I'm taking that black from the Kat Von D palette and then going back in with my E25. You can go without color on it. You can go in with a little bit more brown, which is what I did. And now I'm just going to blend that black into the rest of my eye look and into the crease. Just going in with more black and making sure that everything is nice and blended. You can make it as dark and as black as you want in the outer corner, and then going back with my big fluffy brush again, as always, making sure that everything is nice and blended. I'm going in with a little bit of blush just to go ahead and kind of mix the two shades together so they blend in a little bit better. And then I also did my winged liner off camera. I used my E06 brush using my Inkblot gel liner in number 77, and then as you can see, bam, both winged liners are done. And I also went ahead and applied my lashes off camera. I used my House of Lashes Boudoir, which you guys know are one of my favorites. So to go off and do the face, I'm doing my Smashbox primer water. Going to go ahead and spray that all over, making sure I cover up the lashes so they don't get ruined. And then going in with my favorite foundation recently, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick. This is in the 123, which I think equals Y365. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the face, and then taking my damp Morphe sponge, just going to go ahead and blend all that out. I love using a beauty blender or a beauty sponge, as you guys know. Just applying that all over and then making sure it's nice and blended out. Also making sure that your sponge is nice and damp. For concealer, I'm going in with this Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. Just going in a triangular motion underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead also and highlight with this on my forehead, down the center of my nose, and on my chin, so everything is nice and blended out. And then going back in with my sponge, I just want to make sure that everything is nice and blended as always. To make sure there's no creasing under the eyes, I'm first going in with my sponge just to smooth everything out, and then going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder with my Sigma F35 brush. I'm just going to go ahead and press that powder into my under eyes just to make sure that I don't have any creasing under my eyes. This is a lifesaver and I would be lost without it. I'm also going to go ahead and dust it on my forehead just to make sure everything is nice and set. I'm also going to put it on my smile lines, and I'm actually going to try something different on the cheeks, which you guys will see in 1 second. So first I'm going in and I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up the face. So I'm going in with my MAC Studio Blend Care Blend powder in dark, I think it is. I don't remember. I'll link it down below for you guys. With my Sigma F30 powder brush. I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up the cheeks and the forehead and everything like that. And then I am going to go in with more of a contour in a second. As always, you guys know I like to go ahead with the bronze first and then do contour. So for contour, I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette with my Sigma F40 contour brush just to chisel out those cheeks even more. And I really love the way that this contour looks. I just love these two combined. I think that they just look so good. So I love these two colors together because I don't like my contour to be too cool, but I don't like it to be too warm. So this is really a great medium. Then I'm going in with the F77 chisel brush, and I'm taking a little bit of my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've seen so many people do this, and for me, I never actually tried it out, but I tried it today and I've really been loving it. So you probably will be seeing me do that in many, many more tutorials. For brows, I am going to go ahead and outline them with my Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown. This is just my favorite brow pencil. As you guys know, I think I've used it in every single tutorial. It's just my favorite. I feel like it just cuts down on so much time with the brows. And I'm actually going to go ahead and fill in the outer tail of my brow because my hairs are very sparse in the outer corner. And then going in with the Sigma Brow Powder. This is in the shade Medium, which is very, very similar to the Soft Brown by Anastasia. I really wanted to try it out. I thought that it would be something different to try out for my tutorials, and I have been loving this powder as well. I'm going back with my F35 just to go ahead and dust all that excess powder off, and like I said, I just really love the way it looks. I never thought I would, but doing it today, I do love it. So for blush, I'm going in with this Jouer blush. This is in the shade Bloom, and I'm taking my Sigma blush brush. This is the F10. I'm just going to go ahead and place this right on the cheeks and on the apples of the cheeks as always. Just wanted to have a really nice kind of neutral blush, but this does have a bit of like a peachy tone to it, so I really love the way that this blush looks. It's definitely always one of my go-to blushes when I don't know what to use. And then for highlight, I'm going in with the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, and this is in the shade Illuminati. I'm using my Sigma F03 highlighting brush, and this is, oh my god, so gorgeous. Illuminati and Cocoa Bling by Artist Couture seriously give me life. I cannot live without them. Just so gorgeous. I love them so much. Then to go ahead and finish up the eyes, I'm going in with this short shader brush by Sigma. This is the E20. And as you saw, I'm first going in with that light brown shade. I'm pretty much going to do what I did on the upper lid, just going in with the light color and just putting that all over the lower lash line. Then I am going to go in with the darker brown, the more darker one. You can actually mix them if you want, and apply that as close to the lower lash line as I can. Layering these colors like this is just really going to give nice dimension to your look. And again, I just really want it to be nice and smoky with that pop of color. Just applying that all over the lower lash line, then going in with my E25 blending brush. I just want to make sure that everything is nice and blended together with no harsh lines. Just going back and forth, and making sure that everything is nice and blended. And then last but not least, just adding a little bit of that black right to the outer corner. I'm not bringing it all the way in, just putting it right in the outer corner, and then going back in with my blending brush, and of course, blending everything together. After you're done blending and making just the greatest faces of life, then we're going to go ahead and do eyeliner. I'm using my tried and true Tarte Skinny Smolder eyeliner in Onyx. I'm going to put this right in the waterline, going back and forth. I love this eyeliner, you guys know, it's just always my go-to. Then for our inner corner highlight, I'm taking my Sigma E46 inner corner highlight brush, and I'm honestly just going in with any color. I am using Makeup Geek Shimmer Shimmer here, but any color that you have will do, any highlighter shade, whatever you have. Just put that right in the inner corner to really brighten up the eyes. I really love this brush. It's very thin, so I feel like it gets right in that inner corner, and it's just absolutely perfect. And then to go ahead and finish up the eyes, I am going in with mascara. Just put a coat of that on the lower lashes, and you are done. So last but not least, we are going to go ahead and finish up with the lips. So I'm first going in with this Urban Decay lip liner. This is the 24/7 Glide On lip liner. This is in the shade Naked. Now, I after putting this on, I really don't know why I don't have any more of these liners, because they're so creamy, they're so pigmented, they glide on so easy. So after I finish doing this tutorial, I'm probably going to go online and look up more liners, because they're just so gorgeous. I love them. So then to go ahead right on top, I'm using my tried and true Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Pure Hollywood. I think 95% of my tutorials I always use Pure Hollywood. I should probably change it up. This is definitely my favorite color. And then after that, your look is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.